And we're getting this thing started. How's it going, guys? One last lunchtime live stream for the week. Welcome to the end of the week. It is Friday. It is August 28th. And today for lunch, I picked up some of these Loft House cookies at the store. Folks who have seen my channel probably know that I've had Loft House cookies quite a few times on it. I think that they're pretty great. I love these kind of like big soft cookies with all the frosting on top. Today, though, I saw they had s'mores cookies at this shop, so of course I had to pick them up and try them out. I'm super excited about this. As per usual, I'm going to be hanging out for lunch, hanging out with you guys. Anybody who wants to drop down in the chat, ask any questions, that's always great. And of course, it is lunch, so it is time to eat something kind of silly. So, bottoms up, guys. Oh my gosh, these things are so over the top sweet. I think that's got to be some like marshmallow frosting or something on top of there. Not a whole lot of the chocolate, not a whole lot of the graham cracker going on, but certainly some marshmallow cookies. Extra, extra sweet, extra, extra soft. Oh, very, very good, in my opinion. Of course, I've got an incredible sweet tooth that can never be sated, so I just love sweet things. And I mean, you got to keep your energy levels up if you're going to be working through the day. All right, so congratulations to everybody who made it through yet another week. It always feels good to know that, you know, we're going into the weekend. I'm excited for the weekend. I've got some great plans for this weekend. But until then, until the end of the day, I'm still going to be working hard. And this is, like I said, just kind of like a nice little break in the middle of my day. Thank you guys for joining me. Always fun to see you guys. I hope you guys are hanging out, having a good time. I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope that the current pandemic and so on and so forth situation isn't getting you down too much. If you're still able to hang out with the people that you like spending time with, and hopefully you're sitting down with something tasty to eat, or maybe not. As per usual, maybe you guys just wanted to hang out with me for a couple of minutes, and that's cool too. So we've got some like really, really big, cool things have been happening in competitive eating this week. So I thought it'd be cool just to do another rundown of like all the goings-ons, talking about some of the things that have been happening with Major League Eating and with, you know, competitive eating in general. I will say that I'm happy to see that, you know, outside of Major League Eating, there have still been a good number of eating contests that have been happening all over the United States. See, like smaller contests pop up with, you know, Molly Schuyler has been winning a couple of contests here and there. I think Brandon Clark, Killer Dan Kennedy have been in a couple of contests as well. So always cool to see that those guys outside of Major League Eating have been still keeping quite active. So I saw this kind of strange news coming out of China that is a little bit disheartening. This article talks about how they're actually pushing back against like the mukbang live stream kinds of videos that you see on the internet. And yeah, I thought that this article was fairly interesting. I think that they're kind of missing the point of these videos since they're cracking down on them to reduce gluttonous or reduce food waste, basically. So let's see here. The following censorship instructions have been leaked and distributed online. The name of the issuing body has been omitted to protect the source. Important notice from now on. No more broadcasting of Chibo, aka mukbang-style videos in competitive eating programs or other shows will aim with the aim of gluttonous eating, including live broadcasts and short videos. Ooh, pardon me. Since it is now against regulations to host Chibo broadcasts, uniformly block any offending accounts and do not lift that block. Please comply until those around you do not challenge these rules, as that would be a knowing violation. In order to evade risk, please suspend the release of all eating-related content and conceal previous published content. Now, the kind of like the reasoning behind this, they said was because there were storms that hit South China recently that have reduced the like farming output, and along with a lot of families in China have been hoarding food because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And their thought is that these mukbang style videos are kind of like food are wasteful for food, but like I've mentioned in the past, I think people that make these videos aren't actually eating a particularly large amount of food. If you like stretch out the time period over a week or something, sure they may eat a lot of food in a single sitting, but it's not a whole lot of food over a longer period of time. And on top of that, I think that people who don't have access to food or who are maybe not eating quite as much will actually like get some kind of like secondary enjoyment out of seeing all these amazing dishes that some of these people eat. I know for a fact that the mukbang culture actually started from, I think it was basically poor students who didn't have access to like large family meals would tune into their favorite mukbang artists. To like get a little bit of that social interaction and also like a little bit of that secondary effect of seeing somebody else enjoy food. You get a little bit of that effect yourself. I know some people have like mentioned on some of the videos that I do that like they'll watch those videos because they're on a really strict diet. Maybe they're trying to lose weight. So instead of eating something that's really indulgent, they'll like watch me indulging in some ridiculous food, and that'll kind of like sate their appetite. So I think they are kind of missing the point with it, but maybe not. Maybe that maybe they have some grand design that I'm just not aware of. Now I did mention. Okay, so moving on from this, some better news. Hopefully China's doing all right. I hope there are not great numbers of people starving in China. I hope that they get their stuff together and are able to take care of their population. Moving to America, let's talk about Major League Eating. Why not? Because that's the one competitive eating body that I tend to talk about quite a bit. So, a big news with Major League Eating. Earlier this week, or about a week ago, it was announced that they actually have a brand new contest that's happening just about a week from now in Colorado. So this was incredibly short notice. The 2020 World Slopper Eating Championship was put up just a couple of days ago. Sign-ups opened last Wednesday, and I already saw that the World Slopper Eating Championship, I already saw on social media there's going to be some really big names there. So I decided to go ahead and not sign up myself. Basically because I know that if I did sign up, Joey Chestnut's going to be there. It looks like Joey Chestnut's going to be there. It looks like Darren Breeden's going to be there. Mickey Sudo might be there. I saw she commented on it on her social media. So like, I don't really have a desire to show up to a contest where I know I'm only going to get like third or fourth place. So yeah, I think I'm going to bide my time and see if maybe something else happens in the future where I can like prepare for it a little bit more. Make sure that I'm not just going to like show up to also be an also-ran basically. So what is the 2020 World Slopper Eating Championship? This is something that's been going on for the last couple of years at least. I saw last year, I believe Darren Breeden won it last year. And sloppers are kind of like sloppy joes. They're basically, like burger buns with some kind of chili, like ground beef sauce kind of stuff in the middle of it. So they are a very, very messy food. I think there's a couple of videos online if anybody wants to check that out. Oh, maybe Darian Thomas might have put up a video from last year, I believe. Canada's #1 competitive eater, so that might be something to check out. I did watch a couple of videos from last year, and it's an incredibly sloppy food, like debris going everywhere, food going everywhere. It's a pretty entertaining video. Let me see if I can find some rules in this wall of text. So it says, when in Pueblo, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, the slopper is not to be missed. This local delicacy features a cheeseburger lovingly smothered, slopped really, in a delicious green chili. At last year's championship, Darren Breeden ate more sloppers than anyone else in history of mankind-sanctioned competition. I probably misread that a little bit. It sounds like I might have gotten that grammar a little bit wrong. So he ate 28 and 1/4 sloppers in 8 minutes. His world record will be on the line at this year's championship. Do you dare tackle the slopper after slopper over 8 minutes of grueling but frankly delicious sanctioned competition? Can you break Breeden's epic world record mark? Does the beauty of Pueblo, Colorado call you this Labor Day weekend? This is the 2020 World Slopper Eating Championship. At the table or in the crowd. Don't you ever miss it. Oh my goodness, silly stuff. I think that they are going to have like a smaller group of competitive eaters there, and I believe it's also going to be live streamed instead of performed in front of a live audience. So they are cracking down, practicing their social distancing, making sure everybody there is safe and healthy and all those good things. So, super excited to see that Major League Eating is actually getting back into it a little bit. It's unfortunate that the summer went by, which is usually like the big time where there's tons of contests going on, just almost nothing all summer. But hopefully things will pick up again. Oh, and look at that, banner at the top. Major League Eating is a proud supporter of Feeding America, so you can even donate. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, hopefully things are going to pick up. They still have the 11th annual Smoked Poutine World Championship, World Eating Champion. I'm sorry, Smokes Poutineery World Poutine Eating Championship. There we go. They still have that on the docket, but it's still, TBA, no date confirmed. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, and it's in Toronto, so I can't even go. Unless, there's a travel ban that's lifted between the United States and other countries. Because I think the Poutine Eating Championship was one that I really did want to go to. Like that's one that I am really interested in going to. But moving on, other exciting stuff is this Nathan's Famous, which not Major League Eating specifically, but Nathan's Famous and Major League Eating, they always go together basically because of that 4th of July hot dog eating contest. So this is pretty exciting news, that Nathan's Famous expands brand offering in Dubai and announces hot dog eating contest regional qualifier event, which is really cool. I believe it's been like over a decade since there's been a Nathan's qualifier outside of the United States. So let me see here. This is actually kind of a long article, so I don't want to read all of this. Let's see. Nathan's Famous Inc., the American tradition of serving New York's favorite for more than 100 years, is expanding in Dubai and the Middle East through a variety of partnerships and deals aimed at bringing the iconic brands to fans across the region. On the heels of the brand's announcement to work with the Mezzan holding KSC and its subsidiary, Kazan Meat Factory, to produce a halal hot dog. Today, Nathan's Famous announces its intent to bring the storied American tradition, the Nathan's Famous hot dog eating contest, to Dubai with a regional qualifier event in the coming months. Our team is excited about the growth and potential we see for Nathan's Famous in Dubai, especially following our trip there just a couple of weeks ago, says James Walker, SVP Restaurants. He is the Senior Vice President of Restaurants. All right, we've made great strides with some incredible partners and look forward to growing our brand there and creating a new group of Nathan's enthusiasts in the Middle East. It's only fitting that with this group, we'll bring the world-renowned hot dog eating contest to Dubai, and we look forward to finding a fantastic venue where partners to make it a reality. Nathan's Famous is currently sourcing venues for their hot dog eating contest regional qualifier in Dubai, and the contest will be the first ever international contest with halal hot dogs. There we go. It's the first contest with halal hot dogs. So I believe that, I don't even think there are any Nathan's qualifiers in Canada. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal that they're going international. And a little bit about halal hot dogs. I don't know that much about halal, but Sounds interesting to me, so why not? The male and female winner will join the world's most notable competitive eaters on the stage on July 4th, 2021. Contest in Coney Island, New York, which hopefully I will be at that contest too. So fingers crossed all this stuff is over by next summer. Oh my gosh. So I don't think that there's anything announcing when this contest will be or any specifics. But again, super interesting. I'll be interested to see who shows up there. See if it's some of the just like folks from England, some of the regulars that we do tend to see in the competitive eating world, or if we're going to see some more folks from like the Middle East and South Asia and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that was all the really interesting news that I came across in competitive eating. I am kind of bummed that I haven't been able to do as many eating contests that I would have liked to this year. It would be great to, get myself out there a little bit more, get myself in front of crowds so that more folks can become aware of who I am and what I'm doing. I really do want to get a little bit more name recognition than I currently have in the competitive eating world. I feel like a lot of competitive eaters know who I am, but other than that, I don't have the wide appeal of somebody like Matt Stoney or Joey Chestnut. So hopefully Major League Eating will be able to get some more contests in the calendar, and I can actually go and do some eating contests, because that's what Major League Eating is all about. That's why I signed on with those guys. Well, it's been another week. I think this is going to be a bit of a shorter live stream. Because I think that those were some big announcements. I was super excited to see that MLE in particular was getting back into doing contests. But other than that, I didn't see a ton of super interesting stuff. I just pulled up some of the smaller contests that are happening around the country. So if you go to eatfeats.com, they usually do a pretty good job of keeping folks up to date on what's going on around the country. So for example, the 8th annual Lone Star Cheeseburger Eating Contest is happening just a couple of weeks from now. So you see smaller contests, non-MLE contests, they're still going on. They're still happening. I'm still talking with restaurants in the Seattle area and talking with restaurants around where I live, and hopefully in places that I would like to visit to see if folks are able to put on restaurant challenges. So far, it hasn't been super there haven't been a lot of positive results from that. So I am still kind of bummed that things are still a little bit locked down. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, I'm doing the best I can. I hope everybody out there is also surviving. I know that in my current situation, me not being able to do eating contests, not being able to do restaurant challenges is kind of whatever, first world problems. And I'm totally okay with that. I definitely understand that. And until that stuff does pick back up a little bit, of course, I'm going to continue doing the homebrew challenges as they were. Because I do have a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff. Last weekend, I did film a pizza challenge. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that completed and edited and up for you guys to enjoy by this weekend. If not tomorrow, then hopefully by Sunday. And if not then hopefully sometime in the not too distant future. So again, thank you guys for joining me. This is going to be the last live stream for the week. I'll see you guys again on Monday. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. I see, looks like AJ, thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for your comment. Says, hey Steve, how's it going? I'm doing great. Says, yeah, man. I like living vicariously through all your cookie consumption. Lol. Yeah. Exactly. I eat all of the Oreos and all of the Chips Ahoy, so you guys don't have to. Something like that. But yeah, like I said, I got this pizza challenge that I filmed, getting it edited and up on the channel as soon as possible. I did see that there were quite a few pizza challenges that have been going around the last couple of weeks, so I figured I'd throw my hat in there. And pizza's always a fun, delicious food. Not the usual sweets that I usually eat, but I do enjoy myself a good pizza. We got Squidward says, see you, man, have a nice day. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, until Monday, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I'm going to have a great weekend, so peace out. You guys stay happy, stay hungry, stay healthy, all those good things. And I'll see you guys next week.